class. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So students, welcome once again to your maths class. I, Anchal Singh, welcoming you all once again to your maths class. So class, in our previous session, as you all know that we were doing exercise 7.5. Okay, so in the last session we have done up to question number, A part of question number 5. So today I am going to start with the B part of question number 5 of chapter number 7. So first of all I am just going to write the topic here, that is chapter 7, exercise 7.5. Okay, so up to question 5th A part we have done. Let's begin with the B part of question number 5. The question is, find the common multiples and the least common multiples of the following. So we have to find the common multiples and the least common multiples of the given number. First one is the B part. So in the B part, that is 5 and 10. तो देखिए अभी हमने जो last हमने question किया था, that was A part. So in that also first हमने 2 और 3 के first form में देखिए in this question we have to find the common multiples and the least common multiples. But for finding the common multiples and the least common multiples, first we need to find out the multiples of the number. Okay, so let's find out. The B1 is 5 and 10. That is 5 and 10. So let's find out the multiples of 5. Multiples of 5. The multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and so on. So these are the multiples of 5. Next, multiples of 10. Multiples of 10. So multiples of 10 will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and so on. For that dash dash dash. So these are the multiples of 5 and the multiples of 10. Now we have to find common. देखिए हमें ढूंढना है common multiples and the least common multiples. So let's find out the common multiples first. Common multiples. Common multiples. So what are the common multiples? The numbers which are the multiples of 5 as well as the multiples of 10, okay, they are known as common multiples. So the numbers which are the multiple of 5 and 10, both they are common multiples. So that is 10, then 20, then 30, then 40 and so on. Okay, so these are the common multiples. Okay, so no need to underline it. I just have made it so that I can make you understand this. Okay, these are the common multiples of 5 and 10. So that is 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. Now the common multiples we have already found. Next we have to find the least common multiples. Least means सबसे छोटा. So these are the common multiples, and which is the smallest number in these common multiples? That is 10. Least means smaller. Okay, so which is the least smaller multiple? That is 10. So write down least common multiple of 5 and 10 is 10. So the least common multiple of 5 and 10 is 10. So the common multiples are 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. And which is the smallest number among these common multiples? That is 10. So the least common multiples of 5 and 10 is 10. Clear? So this is the solution of question number 5. Sorry, B part of question number 5. So you can pause it here and note it down in your notebooks. Chalo. Moving next to the C part. Okay, pause it here and note it down in your notebooks. Now we are moving to the C part of question number 5. Okay, the question number 5, C part. That is 12 and 18. That is 12 and 18. Find out the multiples of 12. Multiples of 12. So what are the multiples of 12? So the multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, then 48, then 60, 72, 84 and so on. So these are the multiples of 12. Okay, so these are the multiples of 12. Next, multiples of, the next is multiples of 18. So let's write down the multiples of 18. 18, 36, then 18, 36, 54, 72, 90, 108, 72, 90, 108 and so on. Okay, so these are the multiples of 18. Now, so multiples we have already calculated. The next is the common multiples. So next we have to find the common multiples. So the common multiples of 12 and 18 are, so the common multiples of 12 and 18 are, that is 36, next 60 is not here, 72, then it's 72, then okay, अभी चाहे तो 118 वगैरह भी हम लिख सकते हैं. Okay, so and so on. So these are the common multiples of 18 and 12. So these are the common multiples of 18 and 12. So which is the least common multiple? So these are the common multiples. सबसे छोटा number कौन सा? That is 36. So write down least common multiple of 12 and 18 are, least common multiples of 12 and 18 are, is not are, the least common multiple of 12 and 18 is 36. So the least common multiple of 12 and 18 is 36. So write down in your notebooks. Chaliye. Moving next. So with this we have completed exercise 7.5 as well. Now we will start with the mental ability test that is given below this exercise. Okay, so let's begin with the mental ability. So jitne bhi beta, that will be all the questions that are up to your level we will do here, and rest we will know. Okay, so let's begin with the mental ability test. That is mental ability test given at page number 81. Mental ability test given at page number 81. Okay, chaliye, so let's do it. Okay, so mental ability test. Okay, so let's do it, beta. Okay, so first question is 1 a prime number? क्या 1 एक प्राइम नंबर है? नो, 1 इज नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर. वन इज आपने पढ़ी होगी लाइन, आपको याद था कि बिकॉज 1 हैज 1 डू नॉट हैव एनी अदर फैक्टर अदर देन 1, सो दैट्स वाई 1 इज नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर. बट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू राइट इट. So 1, देखिए 1 has only one factor, that is 1. 1 only has only one factor, that is 1. Okay, so that's why 1 is not a prime number. And but okay, देखिए a prime number has two factors and the prime number has two factors. Okay, but this one has only one factor, and composite numbers, they have more than two factors. So 1 के सिर्फ एक ही फैक्टर, so it's not a prime number. So write down the answer for the first one. Is 1 a prime number? लिखिए no, 1 is not a prime number. No, 1 is not a prime number. Second thing, is 1 a composite number? Is 1 a composite number? अगर वो प्राइम नंबर नहीं तो क्या वो कंपोजिट नंबर है? नो. क्या आप यहाँ पे प्रॉपर मेंशन करें? नो, 1 इज नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर बिकॉज it has only one factor, that is 1. Okay, second, no, इसमें मैंने no, 1 is not a composite. No, 1 is not a composite number because no, 1 is not a composite number because it has only one factor, whereas a composite number has more than 2 factors. Okay, this one proper explain कर दिया because a composite number is a composite number when it has more than 2 factors, and 1 has only one factor, so that's why it's not a composite number. Clear? Next, answer number 3, the third one. The third question is, what is the smallest prime number? So which is the smallest prime number? That is 2. सबसे छोटा प्राइम नंबर कौन सा है? 2. 2 is the smallest. 2 is the smallest prime number. 2 is the smallest prime number. Moving to the fourth one. The fourth is, write a pair of prime numbers whose difference is 1. So we have to write the pair of prime numbers whose, okay, so we have to write only one. Okay, a pair. So that is, देखिए 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay, therefore this is 3 and 2. Okay, so 3 and 2, they both are prime numbers. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So this is a pair of prime numbers which has difference 1. 3 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, and when we subtract it, the difference is 1. So 1, okay, so these are the two numbers, that is 3 and 2 are the prime numbers whose difference is 1. Clear? So these are the answers from 1 to 4. You can pause it here and note it down in your notebooks. Moving next to the fifth one. The fifth is, write a prime number which is even. ऐसा prime number जो कि even में हो, because every prime number is an odd number, okay, but there is only one number which is an even number and also a prime number, that is 2, because 2 has only 2 factors, so it is the only number which is the prime number as well as even number. So that is 2. Question was, write a prime number which is even. Like it, 2 is the prime number. 2 is the prime number which is also even number, which is also even number. So 2 is the prime number which is also even number. Okay? 2 is the prime number which is also a even number. Next, are all numbers prime? So जितने भी numbers हैं क्या वो prime हैं? Are all numbers prime? No, all numbers are not prime, because the numbers which has more than 2 factors, they are not prime numbers, and there are very numbers they have more than 2 factors. So that why all numbers prime? No, all numbers are not prime. No, all numbers are not prime. Clear? Chalo, so this is the 6th one. Moving next to the 7th. Is 5 a factor of 15? Is 5 a factor of 15? क्या जो 15 का factor है? So we can find it by dividing 15 with 5. So let's do it. The 7th one. Is 5 the factor of 15? That is the 7th one. Okay, so 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5. 5 3s are 15. 15 minus 15, nothing. Since there is no remainder, therefore, देखिए यहाँ पे कोई remainder नहीं बचा, so that means 5 is the factor of 15. Okay, so write down, since there is no remainder, after dividing 15 with 5, therefore 5 is the factor. Therefore 5 is the factor of 15. Therefore 5 is the factor of 15. So you are going to mention the complete line. Since there is no remainder after dividing 15 with 5, therefore 5 is the factor of 15. Clear? Okay. So this is from my today's session class. So with this, I'm just ending the session here only. So I'll see you again very soon in our next session. So till then, everybody, have a great day.